The function t of t equals 2t plus 10 over 2t squared plus 1 plus 37 shows a person's temperature, big T, that should be italicized, in Celsius after watching the Series 5 finale of the Game of Thrones. Why was it so terrible? We're little T and hours. Determine the interval of T where a person's temperature is above. I don't know what's going on here, but that should say 40 degrees Celsius. Sorry about that. All right. In order to solve this, we could solve it algebraically, but it's terrible. It's pretty awful. We're gonna have the calculator do it for us. So let's learn some tricks on the calculator. So drag in your calculator from your left monitor to your right one, or turn yours on, your choice. Go to y equals. I'm going to clear this guy out. And we're going to type in our function here. Now, if you're going to do it on the old style of calculator operating system, you need to use parentheses. Also, you can't use t. The variable t here represents something else to the calculator, so we just have to use the generic x. Oh, sorry, 10. Since that's the entire numerator, surround that with parentheses, and here comes the entire denominator, so surround this with parentheses as well. And then finish it off plus 37. So put that into y1, and for y2, let's make that 40. What we're going to do is we're going to have the calculator determine where these intersect one another. Now this next part is getting the window going. The window is trial and error. We don't know when this is going to intersect. This function and the 40 are going to intersect, so you might have to play around with it, but you can use some logic to make your life a little bit easier. Since t is time, you can't have negative time, so we'll start at 0. And I already know what the answer is because I've done this before. We're going to keep the max at 5, so after 5 hours is what we're guessing. X scale is how often you will have a tick mark. We'll have a tick mark every 1 unit. A person's body temperature, the normal body temperature is 37 in Celsius. So we should make sure to include 37, but also this number 40 here. To make a pretty graph, I'm going to say 0 to 60. And we'll scale it by 10. So now when you hit graph, two things will show up. You will see that error, which is never good. Let's see, what's wrong with my window? Do you see the error? I do. I don't know how. Well, I know how because my cursor is in the wrong place. X scale should be 1. What did I say? 0 to 60? I did say it. I just didn't type it correctly. All right, so now this should be the window you want, I promise you. Make that the window you want. So now when you hit graph, you should see in blue. Oh, that graphed really fast. I did not expect that. You should see in blue our temperature function, and in red our y equals 40. Can I make that any bigger? Oh, no, I want this to happen. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Can I make this go away? How do I make that go away? Do you guys know? All right, so we need to figure out at what point these two intersect. To do that, we're going to use the intersect command on the calculator. So we'll go to second calc. So large print. Go to number 5, which intersect. You can also hit the number 5 on the keypad. Hit enter. The calculator will ask you for 3 things. First off, the first curve. Well, our first curve is the blue one, the temperature function itself. Hit enter. Second curve is the red one, the temperature at 40 degrees. Hit enter. And the guess, take your cursor and move it to about where you think they intersect. I'm saying about right there. And let's hit enter. So notice we get 1.26, which is fine. So notice the body temperature is above 40 to the left of 1.26. Let me see if I can I wanna draw on it. I wanna draw on that. I guess I can't draw on it. Oh well. That's okay. So notice we can go as far left as 0. because that's where time starts, and as far right as 1.26. So as long as time is between 0 and 1.26, actually I should make these strict. I should make this one strict. Then the person's body temperature is above 40 degrees Celsius. We could again have solved this algebraically. You would need to know some algebraic manipulation. Oops, we want greater than there because it says greater than 40 degrees. So for instance, you would bring the 37 to the right hand side by subtraction. You'd multiply both sides by 2t squared plus 1. That would give you a quadratic inequality, and then you'd know how to solve quadratic inequalities. This is what I think about that. We'll just use the calculator instead. So much easier.